The next Bitcoin move will be decided in the upcoming hours because this chart is telling us exactly where Bitcoin is going to with this weekly candle close. And with that, some other charts are signaling the next move for Bitcoin, and I am positioned with 3 Bitcoins, $250,000 in a massive short position. And I will deep dive into every single detail about this trading setup. But first of all, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X, and most importantly, to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and like this daily update video if you love those updates. And let's dive right away into the content, because I've been talking about this chart for a lot here, because this candle close is gonna be really important for Bitcoin. But why? This is the bull support band, and ever so slightly, if Bitcoin is bullish, we get supported by this band. But if we break this band towards the lower side, we will probably see more downside coming for Bitcoin. Ever since slightly, if we see a drop below this level, we can see a perfect retest towards this zone. And after that, Bitcoin started to rally towards the downside like crazy, and we are talking about moves of approximately 25%. But right now, something interesting is happening here, because Bitcoin is tend to break out of this line here. But one thing is really important to know: Bitcoin need to close very bullish tonight. If we see a drop coming and we are closing with a wick on the top side towards that 200 EMA, which we are rejecting off currently, we will see probably more downside coming for Bitcoin, similar to those actions and those moves towards the downside. But if Bitcoin still closes with bullish momentum and a bullish candle, we will probably see a chance to break the 200 EMA to see some upside coming for Bitcoin. That is exactly why the Bitcoin close is very important tonight. Because still, if we look at the 4-hour time frame here, we are just creating a perfect Wyckoff distribution channel, and I really think that it is still really possible for Bitcoin to play this out next week, because we are seeing every single detail about this pattern to play out perfectly here, and that will mean that Bitcoin could potentially dump towards that $75,000, because we are right now consolidating below the UT, which is currently perfectly on plan for this Wyckoff distribution, because we are consolidating below the UT, and after that a dump is inevitable for Bitcoin. And that is exactly the reason why I opened up a short position within this region of a resistance. The first order got hit. I set some multiple orders on the top side here. Right now, that first order, which I set completely transparent in my daily update videos before they even get hit, is right now in a $5,800 profit. But my next plan on Bitcoin is perfectly gonna play out, because eventually, if Bitcoin goes up and tap in, my other orders will triple my order size. And if Bitcoin dumps from of those levels, we will see some significant profits to be made. But if Bitcoin tends to dump further on towards the downside from of this point, I am making some really big profits from of this trade here. That is the current plan. I will let Bitcoin decide what they want to do. Does they want to put me in a bigger position and then dumps further on towards the downside, or is the first order enough to dump further towards the lower side, and with that we are seeing some massive profits to be made? Because if we dump towards that $75,000 mark, I will take some profits off the table, and that is approximately the reason that I will be $20,000 in a profit here. So if that happens, we will make some massive gains on Bitcoin. But the most beautiful part about this trade is I set it completely free and transparent in my daily update videos. But also I will keep you updated about what I am doing next on Bitcoin in my free Telegram group. So please make sure to join the free Telegram group by yourself. It's completely free. You don't need to do anything, just to click the link and join the Telegram group. And that is the current plan I am having right now with this Bitcoin trade. With this, if we hit approximately the take profit of $75,000 and we are printing within this trade, the whole community is printing. But also, what am I doing next is I'm giving away a certain amount of money of the profits I made in this trade back towards the community. So please make sure to follow me over on X to be updated about every single detail in the crypto market, but also if we hit some massive profits where I will running the giveaway. And of course, you need to be subscribed over on my YouTube channel. Also, if you look at some on-chain data, what we actually can see is that the long-term holder supply has been peaking pretty heavily here. And if we look at the history of Bitcoin, that was the start of something really big. Because right over here in July 2024, we saw the long-term holder supply spiking pretty heavily towards the top side. And after that, Bitcoin rallied from off the $60,000 towards the $100,000. After that, we saw a small consolidation towards the lower side. After that, the long-term holder supply pumped pretty heavily towards the top side. And that is exactly where Bitcoin followed and pumped towards the upside as well, towards a new all-time high. Right now, Bitcoin cooled down exactly as we've been seeing right over here. But right now, the long-term holder supply is literally pumping like crazy. We have never seen this before, and this could mean that Bitcoin is getting more bullish by the day. And with that, we can see that this trade with which I am in currently right now gets invalidated in the upcoming weeks. With that, I will either close this trade with a small profit or with a small loss. But right now, the short side is the most profitable side in my opinion. And that is of course why I opened up a $270,000 position. Over the longer term, of course, I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin, but right now, what we are doing with the community, we are just day trading in the upcoming weeks here, the next move on Bitcoin, because I think that if Bitcoin could rally towards the lower side, towards those support zones, right over here at the $77,500 and right over here at the $75,000, then we could see a bullish move once again, because we have been breaking out of this really important range here. And I really think that we need to see a little pullback from off this point. But if we see the pullback happening, the next rally towards the upside will shock everyone. But right now, profits are here to be made towards the lower side here. And if you want to never miss a trading setup and a daily update video once again, please make sure to follow me over on X, and most importantly to subscribe over on my YouTube channel. Like this daily update video, and with that being said, I will see you tomorrow by a brand new crypto daily update video.